Hey, Mark!
Hey, AJ!
I got a winner tonight.
Oh, baby, tell me about it.
The Reincarnation of Isabel. Look at that, look at that. She is on the stake. What is this about, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to tell you.
That's what I asked.
An ultra-rare example of deluxe sleeves by one of Italy's grandmasters of satanic knee trembler.
Trembling?
It's just one word, trembler.
Knee trembler.
Doesn't make any sense.
Satanic knee trembler.
Isabel's a masterpiece. I think you're... Ew.
I think your ectoplasm's showing.
What?
That's a quote from the movie, I guess.
And look who's on this. Look who's on the back.
That horrible guy from that Delirium movie.
Yeah, he was great.
He was the only good thing about Delirium.
He was good.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Inbred Michael Shannon?
Yeah.
Shannon.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Good.
You excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited for satanic scenes.
Chris, you excited?
No, I'm getting tired of these perverted Italian movies. I'll tell you that. I want to go gore.
This is just
Dude,
a tipping
we've
point.
watched
We need some Fulci.
10 thirsty wastelands.
I'm done
We get
saying I want to watch those.
we get
All
two
right, let's just
Italian
go watch the
movies.
fucking movie. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bad Movie Night. My name's Chris.
AJ?
Tonight we watched an Italian movie called The Reincarnation of Isabel. It was AJ's pick.
Well, it is my birthday.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
How old are you?
Happy birthday,
34.
AJ. Happy
Jesus
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. And I said, what do I want for my birthday? Italian cinema. That's what I want for my birthday. And we got it. We got it.
We got a good one.
We did.
We did. Mark liked this one.
Mark liked.
Chris, not so much.
Yeah,
don't know.
what does
He
Chris
has
like?
he has great difficulty following the nuances of
Well,
Italian cinema.
It's
I feel
hard.
like.
There's a lot of stuff that goes over his head. Or I could use some handbraking scenes. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, we're getting into it now, guys. Here we go. Going downtown.
Jesus Christ.
Filmmaking 101. Guys, I think I picked a winner. I picked a winner.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is this what you want?
This is what I want.
Really?
Are you not a man?
I mean, like...
This is not what the viewers want, but
This is
this
what?
is what
what
Mark
filmmaking-
likes right now. This is
some crazy
this is in Mark's
fucking
wheelhouse right now.
This is some crazy fucking
give me some
shit.
fucking cyborgs. That's what I want.
You and your cyborgs.
Well, you can get female on female sex. Just go to
ItalianMovie.com.
AJ, what is the Reincarnation of Isabel about?
All right, guys. The Reincarnation of Isabel is basically about satanic worship and the bringing back of one's loved one. So the cool thing about this movie is it jumps timelines. We go back into the medieval times and we come back to present day.
Many times throughout the film.
1970s. And
Many times.
the basic concept is our favorite guy in this movie, fake Michael Shannon, is in love with Isabel. Isabel is sacrificed back in the day as being tried as a witch, possibly a vampire. And this is all about just bringing her back to life. And it's really, at heart, a romantic film about love.
This looks like a goddamn fucking Scooby-Doo episode or something.
So Daphne.
Look at this.
Where do you think they're shooting right now?
In a warehouse.
Just like a warehouse with a black drop. You can
like
see
a-
the warehouse. You can see the
Fucking
cement.
Ed Wood movie.
Hey, give it a shot. Just started.
Is this the same director who brought you Delirium, which we reviewed a few episodes ago?
Yes, we did.
And it features basically the exact same cast as
Yeah,
that movie?
it does. But
And
it's levels above.
Yeah, I mean...
Which
I
is
will-
okay.
No, that's fine.
It's okay.
I will say that this is way more entertaining than Delirium.
It's on another level of Delirium. It's like Delirium was like child's play to this.
Yeah, no, if you talk about Delirium's pacing and
It's problematic.
it was very problematic.
This
This movie's pacing just goes
woo.
from, from 0 to 60 off the start and just keeps going and going and going, accelerating.
It does.
Dude, when does it stop?
Visually is unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
as a
no,
visual.
It doesn't stop.
I don't disagree with you about the visuals. Like, I think there's a lot of cool visuals in this movie.
Unbelievable visuals.
But I don't think the movie actually goes anywhere. Because,
Really?
okay, at the beginning of the movie,
Really?
we knew that...
goes anywhere. Like, No, it doesn't actually
story-wise
move anywhere.
Yes, Mark, a lot of women get naked, okay? Yes, they get naked.
You know they're gonna rip that shirt off, right?
Of course they are, and they're gonna...
There you go.
Oh!
Before we get too far into the movie, we should probably talk about the introduction to the movie.
Pre-movie?
Okay, so
the Redemption.
So I bought
Studios.
this movie, you know. Look,
Redemption Media.
Yeah, like look at this.
Redemption
this looks like
Media.
a normal DVD, right?
Redemption
like, everything
Media.
about this. I thought this was a legit DVD. It's in a legit DVD case. And you start the movie and you get 10 minutes of naked vampire Nazis introducing the movie.
What is going on?
What is going
All
on?
right, I'm doing all right.
I don't know what is going on here. We got snakes
We got snakes
and mulch.
and Nazi hats.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Nazi flag. What? What the fuck? What is this?
I have no idea.
I have a feeling that this intro.
Bang, bang, you're dead. Though if you're not dead, then you should be pretty ill by now.
This is gonna be way more interesting than the actual movie.
It might be.
But tonight you're being exposed to some really
This is like
nasty Frauleins.
The Tales from the Crypt, the Crypt
Yeah,
Keeper
she's
guy,
like the
like
Crypt
telling you
Keeper.
the intro.
She was a hot
She was
Nazi?
a hot Nazi vampire
This is awesome.
dominatrix.
It's a way to go. It's certainly a way to go.
I'm pretty sure we have to see everything they make.
You gotta dedicate an afternoon though. These intros are hardcore long, man.
That's
Like, what's
awesome.
going on here?
That is awesome. Look at that
Oh
set.
my god.
Look at this set.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
You think this movie's for like the alt-right or something like that? What is
What we got? What did we get into
It
here?
might
Yeah.
be. This is like alt-right
The
presentation.
Nazis. What does that have to do with anything?
Back to the movie.
So what were you saying about the movie?
So my problem with the movie.
You have,
Back to the
you have a
movie.
problem with the movie?
Yeah, I have a
What is
problem with the movie.
your problem with the movie?
How?
Is the fact that there's more naked women than men? Is there a fact there's not enough Johnson in the film?
How did you like Mick
You do not-
Haggerty?
you do not like
in this-
vampires?
This film.
I don't care about the nudity at all. My problem with the movie is the storytelling. I have
Storytelling.
no
Really?
protagonist in the movie.
Yeah, you do.
Everyone in this movie introduced as a main
There is
character.
a protagonist. There is no
Yes.
like concrete defined
Yes.
protagonist.
Yes. But that's what I liked about it. It's very different.
Okay.
Because you don't know which characters
Fine.
and
Yes.
their
It's a little
what
bit
their
of
role in the
mystery.
film is.
A mystery.
Then
until
the
the end.
protagonist in the movie is evil and wants to resurrect Isabel. Much like most of the characters in this movie. There's no conflict. In Dracula, you have, right? Dracula, you have a protagonist and an antagonist in the movie. Or they introduced at least Van Helsing, who's going to combat the evil presence.
This is
In
true.
this movie, everyone is evil and wants to resurrect Isabel.
No, that's the movie makes it out to seem like a lot of people are involved in this whole
Yes.
conspiracy
Yes.
to resurrect
Exactly.
this,
But that's
this
the
witch.
twist on it.
But at the end, the
It's
twist.
not.
Yeah, there's a twist about who actually
Is the Vampire King.
is the vampire king,
And who
actually
really wants the motives to resurrect Isabel.
yes.
That was the
Yeah.
best part about it.
They switch up who's the evilest. But still, all of them are still evil, except for the townspeople.
Isn't that how every vampire film is?
No.
Isn't that how every Italian film is?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Like, Delirium had intricacies going on with the characters, and it was
Mick Haggerty is the main character in Delirium and kills the first person in the film, and you're supposed to like follow his story as
he's the
he's
bad
the
guy.
protagonist. No, like he's still a bad guy.
Did you ever see that movie Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yes, I've
Okay,
seen
so
that.
like
Oh, it's
that's a great movie, and you're like, Jake Gyllenhaal is a disgusting person, but I'm along for his story, right?
Are you?
He's not necessarily a bad guy, but he's not a good
I'm
guy.
not rooting for Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, but like you're following his story.
Of
He doesn't
course.
kill people, but he's not a good guy.
No, he's not.
And that's kind of how it is with Delirium, where you're following this character who may or may not be a killer, but there's also something else going on. So you're seeing his perspective, right?
I feel
Yeah,
like
she's a witch.
I feel like she's been impaled at the stake and
For a
burning
long
alive for the
time.
last 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but it's
what?
it's fucking awesome.
They need to move on and continue the story.
No, they don't.
They don't have a story, goddammit.
Like, for me, filmmaking's about visuals. I can even surpass storytelling, especially when we're talking about like bad movies, can be really hard. I seem like storytelling always seems to be the weakest part of filmmaking for people. Like, it's hard. It's hard to tell an accurate story. But the visuals and the cinematography.
It's hard to tell a compelling story.
Yeah, we'll say
that's the problem.
But the visuals and cinematography for this really kind of overshadow that, and I can look past that because they're so engaging.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of visuals in this movie,
So
but I
engaging.
felt like they padded out the super simple story way too much.
Okay, well, I will agree with they padded out a lot of the story.
I mean,
yes, I will
they
say
didn't
that.
try and add very many aspects to the story. Instead, they filled it with
character
Naked women.
naked women.
and character development of internal
Well, not even
struggles.
character development, just kind of
Thought
more
progression.
smoke and mirrors with naked
Yes.
women involved.
Well, there's a lot of thought progression. There's a lot of like the guy that we
Yes, no,
thought
there's a
was the-
lot of.
let's talk
all
about-
right, what's going on in this scene with this naked woman? Like, I have to take something out of this. I have to take context out of this scene, other than just
Here's the
naked women.
woman.
Such a good pick, right? Such a good pick.
Dude, this is a
week.
great
This is
fucking
amazing so
pick.
far.
Are you
I don't know what you're
kidding me?
complaining about. I would argue too, like even when you look back at like movies like Suspiria and Inferno, you're diving into mysticism and like witchcraft, and a lot of can be left up to the imagination of the audience. That's what I liked about this movie. It lets you decide what you want.
Yeah, except for Inferno and Suspiria don't devolve into the level of how can we get this woman naked to distract the viewer from thinking about the actual subject
You are
of the movie.
so caught up on the nudity. It's ridiculous, man. What is wrong with you? Like, why do you only want to talk about the nudity?
No, I'm just
The
saying
nudity was an
Italy,
aspect.
1970. All right, there was no such thing
I mean,
as
that's
clothed
not-
women.
Yes.
All right,
You
every woman was.
You misunderstand my point. My point is that they throw that in there to distract the viewer from actual storytelling. It's not in Suspiria. It's not in Inferno
Well, it's
because there's a
mysticism.
story to be told in those
It's
movies.
satanic.
Cristiano Ruperto.
Holy shit.
Oh god, he actually is. Oh, I can't look at this. I can't see.
Is this the scene? They're like, we're gonna force the
yeah.
wedges, and it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, guys.
dear Lord.
And they got the music. Do you listen to this music? It's like ragtime saloon music.
This movie has everything, doesn't it?
If you say so.
Look at that.
Hairy
Oh,
shoulders and
shit.
everything.
I think
Beautiful.
what you want out of a bad movie and what I want out of a bad movie are completely different things.
I think so too.
I agree with you.
I want cool cyborgs and gore, and you want
Hot mess of
70s
nudity.
porn.
70s
That's it.
porn. That's what
Absolutely.
you want.
Without-
God damn it, AJ! I'm ready to go back to the thirsty wastelands of Mad Max.
We're just scratching the surface.
Christopher.
No, like I understand. Like I understand it. I do.
Thirsty wastelands of
I
Philippines.
just feel so dirty after these movies because these women are
you
just so
serious?
exploited the whole time.
Wow.
Do you not feel that way? I
No.
just don't understand.
I don't at all.
These aren't prostitutes.
Yeah.
These are
I
actresses.
I understand
You're
that.
taking that hard
But the
angle,
movie
man.
is so cheap in that aspect.
No, it's not.
The funny thing
You.
is, you couldn't enjoy Dracula 3D, which was an
Yeah.
exploitation.
No, and you're so light on the touch on that
No,
shit.
that's not the problem with Dracula
so light.
3D. Is that he relied on horrible CGI effects.
There were no CGI effects.
Except
That's
for
the
Oh, really?
point.
Let's flash back to that grasshopper scene. Look, in the end, this is the fun movie.
This was a good pick.
Okay, but
it was a really good thing.
you know, like in high school when we would go to the Blockbuster and we were choosing a bad movie to watch. Is this something you would choose?
God, I fucking wouldn't know.
This would not be part of the selection. Like
No, they were
flat
not.
out, this would
Why?
not be
Well,
part
this
of
was
the
a lot-
selection. We
according to
had to
this-
get this through Redemption
According to
Media,
this,
who
this
had
was-
to give us a goddamn Nazi Heil Hitler like
According to
enjoy
This was
these
actually-
naked Nazi women.
This was
intro.
actually a sawed-off film by this director. It was lost for years and only recently had been rediscovered. Like they didn't have a cut of it. Yeah, I'm reading right here. They had lost the release of this and they couldn't find it. And recently it was found in someone's vault and they re-released it. So this had been lost for decades.
Look at this. He's got
He's got the turtleneck.
turtleneck.
He's got
with
the
a leather
turtleneck
jacket.
with a leather jacket.
What a badass, right? Badass.
And the watch.
And then he goes, "Do you like the cheesy?" Did you hear that? Of course I like the cheesy. What cheese?
Guys, this is like the most important scene you're missing, but they're talking about the whole purpose of the movie.
Would you recommend the Resurrection of?
I would,
Reincarnation of
as
Isabel?
a person who can appreciate Italian cinema, as some of us can, I would highly recommend it. I would recommend it for the visual aspects, the color aspects, the music aspects. Yes, there's some nudity, and some of us can't deal with nudity very well. But for me, I loved it. And yes, I would highly recommend this movie. Confusing, but worth many watches to understand the depth of the plot.
How many watches?
At least 2 or 3.
Only 3?
Oh god, dog shit thrown at you. Dirt, man shit? Is it dirt or is it shit?
Oh, that's shit, man.
Yeah.
They're shitting in our
That's real
hands. They're
shit,
throwing.
I don't know if I could shit on command.
They did back then.
Wow, put the stuff in it. All right,
I also enjoyed this movie. I think
Shut up. Stop lying.
I don't think it's like some mind-blowing experience. I think it's a time capsule of the 70s and
Yes.
filmmaking in Italy in the 70s. Does everything cool that you would want from a 70s Italian movie. The lighting, the music.
We didn't
But-
even talk about the music.
It's very exploitative, so if that's something that will turn you off, then don't watch it. Otherwise, I thought it was kind of fun. It just didn't go. It just didn't tell the story the way I wanted
You
it
can't. If you can't watch women enjoying being women, then don't watch this film.
Holy shit, that's something else right there.
to. What do you mean?
You know
Being
what I mean.
exploited?
You know what I mean.
I don't know because I've never been a woman, so how can I tell what
You've
a
never
woman
been a
likes?
man either, apparently. Oh, so silly.
Incontro sempre qualcosa di duro
No, you don't.
nella mia vita. Oh.
What?
That's how you end this shit? Really?
Yes! Masterpiece! Masterpiece of filmmaking.
That was fantastic.
Oh my god,
That
best
was-
movie of the year.
That was
Best
seriously.
movie ever. I think it beats 1999.
That was fantastic.
All right.
That's gonna do it for the Reincarnation of Isabel. My name's Chris.
Mark.
Asia. Guys, despite what these two clowns tell you, great film. Go see it. Don't let their
There's nothing I said
life decisions
that didn't
change your
like,
mind.
say that
You know what
I
I mean?
enjoyed this film. Not,
Some
not one
people make poor decisions, and this is not one of them. You think that camera should be recording?
Which one?
The main one?
It is. It says recording.
Let me just back over there. We're done. Oh, look at that zoom.
is like
Look at that zoom. Oh, it's hard to control. You see
You
that?
had to like wrestle that zoom.
You have to bring it
Camera,
down.
like, oh, come on, baby. We got this.
Curse.
There he is, Michael fucking Shannon.
Whoa!